We are now ready for the next session, Smart Class, by Mr. Kairav Adhvaryu, the Technical Manager, MNT Infovision Private Limited. I would like to give a brief on the session before we move ahead. Smart classes are equipped with a range of interactive edtech tools that allow students to learn, collaborate, and innovate in incredible ways. This session will explore how smart classes facilitate virtual, interactive, and immersive teaching experience in the classroom with the help of innovative technology solutions which will revolutionize the future of education. May I have Mr. Kairav on stage, please?
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kairav Adhvaryu, and in the today's session, we will be going through the smart classroom application, and this will be on the concept of like introducing the smart classroom, then benefits of the smart classrooms, components used in the smart classrooms, and what are the latest trends which we use or which are coming in the terms of the smart classroom. So just to give an introduction, I'm come from the MNT Infovision Private Limited. I head as a pre-sales over there. So our MNT Infovision Private Limited is basically into all these four segments, that is cybersecurity, robotic solution, audio-video solutions, and IT networking and infrastructure solutions. Coming to the deep diving in each four sectors, we particularly have in audio-video, we design, we consult, and we supply the components. We can help you from the huddle room solutions to the auditorium room solutions and remove the dependency of multi-vendors. Coming to the robotics, we have AI-based robot that is called a Tammy. So Tammy can be used as your personal robot. This can be used in the visitor management system. This can be used in the hospitality segment, hospitals, corporates, and museums. This can even used in your education or we can consider as a smart classroom sector, which we will see in later slides. We have the cybersecurity part where we can help you with the endpoint security solutions, networking solutions, and cybersecurity part. And the last is the IT networking. So there we have the FTTH solution, that is fiber to your home, fiber to your office. We have the active networking part, passive networking part, rack solution, and free space optic solutions. Coming to the brands which we are aligned these are the global brands which we are aligned to, and we have the pan-India presence over here. Back to the topic. So why our smart classrooms are needed, and why government is imposing more and more concentrations on the smart classrooms. So it helps in many of the ways, like to engage with the students more effectively. It can help you to provide better teaching experience. So rather than having a simple black and white board over here, this particular complete active LED screen provides you more interactive and better experience. So that's the way it provides better teaching experience. It can help you to share and collaborate easily. You can directly share or collaborate using a Wi-Fi or wireless systems over here. It can also help you to record for the future reference and self-paced learning. So for example, this particular thing is been recorded that you can use in the later stage. You can view, you can take the notes out of it. So all these things can be done in the smart classrooms. And there are multiple other applications where particularly in this segment. So particularly, the smart classrooms are limited to the education field? No, it can be used in multiple fields. Like it can be used in the medical industries. Medical industries is used for live streaming of the OT room operations. A doctor can actually use a camera, microphone, speaker system to directly transmit or stream its video to the OT room, and there will be a two-way communication that can be happening. This also can be used to create a digital library of what the operation or how the operation has been done, and can be saved or viewed later on stage. This also help you to improve the quality of the education by recording high quality videos with the complete information. This also can be used in the corporate training room applications and many such applications. Coming to the AV components used in the smart classrooms, we have the interactive whiteboards, we have the projector systems, we have the smart podiums, document camera, collaboration devices, video conferencing equipments, microphone, amplifiers, speakers, and control system. So all this, by using all these applications, we offer a student a hands-on learning experience which goes beyond in the smart classroom activities rather than comparing to the traditional one. Coming to the original smart classroom application, here you can see that this is a complete smart classroom where we have used the microphone. So these are the boundary layer microphones that can be used. So any of the student can easily press on that button, push to talk or push to mute, and can deliver his speech. He can ask to the lecturer. We have the preview display for the lecturer. So whatever he is presenting, he can actually see on the screens. We have the smart podiums. So smart podiums consist of multiple things, like it has the inbuilt Android system, it has built-in Windows system. You can directly wirelessly share, you can write. We will go through it in the later slide. And we have the speaker systems available. This is the second image of the same thing. So this was the smart podium. Every student was having their boundary layer microphones kept on this thing. We have the projector systems. We can have multiple projectors so the students can easily view what's going on the or what's been presented. For the live streaming applications or for the recording application, we actually have this camera. We have kept this camera to record each and everything of the student. These cameras also come with the multiple functionalities like a speaker tracking functionality. So whenever a speaker is speaking, it can directly focus on that part. So that can be done. There is one more image of the same classroom. So this is from the front view of the lecturer. To record our lecturer, we have this camera, so that it can easily record or live stream whatever the lecturer is saying. And for the lecturer, we have this preview monitor available. So this is a basic concept of the smart classroom. We will go through the technologies which are used currently in the smart classroom applications. So interactive flat panels. These are the most common used application or the component in the smart classroom application, because nowadays, earlier there were projectors which were used in the smart classroom application. Nowadays, the classroom we can consider that they need a collaboration thing. So projectors were not able to provide that collaboration thing. Even this lamps in the projector, there are lamp-based projectors. So that needs to be replaced on a regular basis. So this interactive flat panels has the capacity that they can run up to 30,000 hours. So even if you run on 8 hours a day, it can go up to 10 years. The lifespan goes up to 10 years. So it has 4K resolution. It provides you better outcome in terms of collaboration. You can directly wirelessly share any of the content. We can have a quad view type presentation, like 4 presenters or 4 students can share their screen on a single platform. So all the things can be done. Even that we have the interactivity part. So let's say if I am a lecturer, if I am interacting or annotating in something, and if there is a video conferencing going on, then also we can actually share that content on the other side. So there were multiple applications of the interactive flat panels we are able to get in the smart classroom applications. Similarly, on the terms of the wireless collaboration also. So wireless collaboration, if the flat panels or the interactive panels are not been used, there are some simple box, like Kramer has the Kramer Via, then Crestron, they have the Air Media. All these components can be used as a wireless collaboration. This actually helps to wirelessly share the content on the screen and can able to chat or collaborate in the same media of the classroom. Coming to the wired media, in the wired media, there are 2 technologies that are generally used. So first technology that is used is SDBO, and the second one is HDBaseT. So SDBO generally means AV over IP. In general terms, now we have seen that everyone is talking about this technology, that is AV over IP. So let's say there are OT rooms or a classroom, and you want to transmit the same data over the IP to another classroom, or we have such type of hall available, conference hall, and let's say there are 3 more such type of conference hall where we need to live stream this thing. So rather than using any of the internet connection, we can use on the same network. We just need encoders and decoders over here, and we can also create such type of video walls. We can have the quad view or multi-view applications available using the SDVOA technology. This actually happens on this particular network switch. So this has become nowadays a popular in terms of the smart classroom applications. And initially there was this encoders and decoders which were coming over here, but now these are converted from encoders, decoders to transceivers. So this single box can use as an encoder, means transmit the signal, as well as it can receive the signal. So this can be used as both the things. Coming to this example, of here. So this also can, we have actually implemented this thing in OT room application. In the further slides, we will go through it. SDBO stands for Software Defined Video over Ethernet. So this is the basic connectivity. Like all your media can go to the transmitter, or we can say trans receiver. This will be connected to the network switch. This can be 1 gig or 10 gig, depending upon the media which you are transferring. So if a true 4K video is there, we will require the 10 gig speed. If a single if it's a 4K UHD video, we can have a single 1G switch. There will be an SDBO controller, and this all are the receivers. This can be used to create a video world. There you can use as a multi-view display. Even we can use it as a KVM. KVM stands for the keyboard video mouse. So you can actually have the control of any of the devices which are connected on the transmitter side through the receiver. So this can be used in your command control center, your smart classroom applications, and multiple variants. SDBOE was found by all these members. So these are the key members founding members of the SDBOE technology. That are Blackbox, Christie, Netgear. These are the 3 main brands which we have used or we come across in our day-to-day life. The other technology was HDBaseT, but the limitation of this technology is that it can go up to maximum 150 meters. So initially we were having a smart classroom topology, like we are just connecting a projector to our laptop and mentioning as a smart classroom. So in that also there was a limitation of HDMI cable, that it can go up to 10 meters or 15 meters. To avoid that or to eliminate that particular thing, HDBaseT was used. So HDBaseT has the functionalities of it can carry the 4K video. It has the simplified cabling because all these things work on the Cat6 cable. It can go up to long distance transmitter 150 meters. There are flexible controls, so control signals like RS232, serial, and all these components we can actually pass on to that. And it also has the anti-jamming design. So using an HDBaseT topology, all these components, all these cables, your Ethernet, your video signal, your SPDIF signal, power, it can also carry the power up to 100 watt, your audio signal, RS232, and USB. All these things can be transferred through a single cable, that is a Cat6 cable. So this was a revolutionary technology in terms of expanding your signal. But if you want to go on AV over IP, then SDBO is the one. So the basic connectivity is like that. You have the laptop HDMI output is going to the transmitter. These are a small box like our mobile boxes. This can carry your signal, HDMI. You can have the IR, RS232, all this connected over here, and can go up to 100 or 150 meters. On the projector side, there will be a small box connected on this, connected behind the projector, and from there you can get the HDMI output. So basically the HDBaseT are, the founding members of the HDBaseT are LG, Samsung, Sony, and Valens. Valens is the main semiconductor chip that are used in every HDBaseT component. The other system which we use are the microphone. So generally there are this type of microphones which we generally use, like lavalier microphone, handheld microphone. But there are new type of technology which are emerging that are called the ceiling microphones. This can be used, and we have implemented it on a global level. So the main advantage of using the ceiling microphones are that you don't require such type of wired connectivity. Or let's say if we faced actually this thing in one of the project where we were designing. So there were the ladies lecturers. They were asking us that we don't have the, there will be a pin over there. They don't have they were not able to connect this receiver, keep this receivers on the backside, because they generally used to wear dresses or saris. Okay, so there actually this type of ceiling microphones can be helpful. It can be helpful, it also creates a beam. So let's say if there is a noise coming from the other side, then also it can create a beam so that that particular noise or that particular sound cannot be heard or captured. So these are the universities and the reference images where the ceiling microphones are used. Even this ceiling microphones has a very good covering range. So almost a 10 meters by 10 meters room can be captured using a single ceiling microphones. So you can see this is a very large seating capacity classroom, and we using only 3 ceiling microphones, this complete thing can be captured. This is one more example of these ceiling microphones. So this is also a very big classroom, and using only 3 ceiling microphones, we can actually able to capture this thing. This ceiling microphones can also be used for your video conferencing application. So the same mic can be used for your video conferencing. This can be also used for your local reinforcement system, and this also can be used for your hybrid. So while using video conferencing and for the local reinforcement, we can club both the audio channels and can be used as a hybrid type. Coming to one more example of ceiling microphones. So this can also be used as a OT room, operation theater room setup, where there's a dummy setup which is created. So we have the this particular camera, PTZ camera, that is actually capturing the doctor's side. So whatever the doctor is doing to this patient, so it can be captured. We have the overall camera also that can be provided to see an overall view in the hospital or that particular OT room. We have this particular ceiling microphone, so the doctor did not have to carry any of this microphone, lapel, lavalier or handle, and it can be easily been, his voice can be easily been captured. So there is a very good video of ceiling microphones by Sennheiser, so which shares the very basic concepts of how the application it can be used in the training room environment or the smart classroom application. So I will just play it over here.
True Voice Lift ensures your voice can be heard in the room, all the way to the back row. In classrooms, lecture halls, larger boardrooms, and more. Team Connect Ceiling 2 with True Voice Lift enables whomever is speaking the freedom of movement without concern of the technology, while ensuring perfect clarity for all participants. Depending on the size and configuration of your space, additional Team Connect Ceiling 2 microphones can be installed as audience mics, eliminating the need for additional traditional microphones in the room, thus also reducing hygiene risk, as Team Connect Ceiling 2 is completely touchless. The advanced algorithm behind the True Voice Lift feature automatically manages other audio challenges presented in traditional systems. True Voice Lift allows you to get significantly louder than other solutions, ensuring that everyone in the room can hear the presentation. Its integrated emergency brake also briefly mutes the microphone should an issue occur, completely eliminating feedback issues. Team Connect Ceiling 2 now also offers you a host of additional complementary features, such as Priority Zone, highlighting a single area in the room, Advanced Exclusion Zones, allowing for pinpoint targeting of unwanted noise sources, like HVAC or projectors.
So this type of fans can be created, and the noise coming from the other side of the fence can be eliminated. Even we can select the zone. So let's say if there is a priority mode we can select. So if a professor is speaking and if any of the students is doing a mischief over there and he wants to speak something or doing some other mischief thing, so his voice cannot be heard. Only this priority side, because we have created this as a priority zone, so only his voice can be lifted up. So this type of things we can do using a voice lift technology and a beamforming technology in the ceiling microphones.
True Voice Lift ensures your voice can be heard in the room, all the way to the back row. In classrooms, lecture halls, larger boardrooms, and more. Team Connect Ceiling 2 with True Voice Lift enables whomever is speaking the freedom of movement without concern of the technology, while ensuring perfect clarity for all participants. Depending on the size and configuration of your space, additional Team Connect Ceiling 2 microphones can be installed as audience mics, eliminating the need for additional traditional microphones in the room, thus also reducing hygiene risk, as Team Connect Ceiling 2 is completely touchless. The advanced algorithm behind the True Voice Lift feature automatically manages other audio challenges presented in traditional systems. True Voice Lift allows you to get significantly louder than other solutions, ensuring that everyone in the room can hear the presentation. Its integrated emergency brake also briefly mutes the microphone should an issue occur, completely eliminating feedback issues. Team Connect Ceiling 2 now also offers you a host of additional complementary features, such as Priority Zone, highlighting a single area in the room, Advanced Exclusion Zones, allowing for pinpoint targeting of unwanted noise sources, like HVAC or projectors.
The other thing which is used are the smart podiums. So as mentioned earlier, smart podiums can be used, this can be a collaborative tool also, because this has everything inside it. So it has a touch interactive display. You can write, you can annotate on this. It has the microphone system. It can also have the speaker inbuilt, or you can integrate the third-party speakers. You can wirelessly share or present any of the content using this smart podiums. And nowadays, the smart podiums, earlier they were bulky, but nowadays most of the smart podiums are coming in this way, so it can be very easy and portable. So let's say for an institute where you don't have a regular sessions available, you can actually use a single smart podium and can easily carry, or you can easily transport it when there is a session in that particular room. So we can annotate, or we can write it over here. We can directly share it, this content, on any of the display. There is also one small video on this particular thing. I have taken a reference of Maxhub over here. So it has both this system inbuilt, Android as well as Windows. So let's say if your institute has any of a centralized server, and if you want to take any of the file from that and directly want to annotate and explain to the students, that can be also possible. If you are carrying a pen drive and you just need to present it from there and annotate it over here, that is also possible, because it also has the pen drive slots available. Just you need to just plug and play over there. This smart podiums or similar smart podiums are also available outside at many of the stalls I have seen, and these are generally used, or we can say are majorly used in nowadays for the smart classroom application. Coming to the video conferencing part, as now most of the smart classrooms are being converted as a hybrid classroom, where you have the students sitting in that particular institute, as well as there are some of the students or members which are outside, and you need to convey through a video conferencing. So this particular is a major thing in terms of the smart classroom applications. This actually help you to connect with the experts from around the world. They also used to bring the guest speakers in that particular classroom environment, and can able to collaborate with the students from other schools. Coming to the video conferencing part, basically we all use Zoom, Teams, or Soft VC type of application. But in the smart classrooms, we generally have seen that majorly these are the components which are used, like a speaker tracking camera. So speaker tracking camera can be used like if any of the speaker is speaking, it can directly focus on them, and there is no need to do a manual thing. So we don't require to have the presets over there, that preset when this person is speaking, preset to that person is speaking. Whoever speaks, it can directly focus over there. Also, we can have this type of presenter tracking. So we can also have boundary that particular thing. We can create a border over there, and if a person or a lecturer or a presenter is moving in that particular zone, this camera will directly follow them. We can nowadays there are other modes also coming in such camera that are called the PIP mode, picture in picture. So picture in picture stands for picture in picture stands for like if there is a presenter who is speaking, so his image can be kept over here, and whatever he is writing on the interactive board or something, that can be shown over here through a single camera application. So there don't require any third-party switchers or controllers for this application. So these are the 4K camera, speaker tracking camera, which are generally used in the smart classroom applications. Coming to the upcoming and new technologies in terms of the smart classroom, because earlier technologies are generally been used in our smart classroom applications day in, day out, and the new technologies which are coming are in the hologram. So hologram technologies has the potential to revolutionize how the world learns. Student can view the concept taught and visualize them during the class, and it feels like the lecturer is also standing over here in the same room while giving you the presentation. There are some of the concepts like this. This is a holo box. This generally means that this was launched in ISC, and we have seen this actually application. So this is a holo box. So a person you are seeing over here can be at any place in the white background. He can actually communicate using the video conferencing components which are kept on the top side. So the black color box which we are seeing, it can be a video bar, it can be a PTZ camera, it can be a speaker, it can be a microphone. You can keep it over here. So that particular serves the purpose of video conferencing. This particular holo box can be used for like a live demonstration or a live holographic image of the lecturer or the presenter side, and presenter can be anywhere. So both the persons can be at any place. I will just show you a demo of one of the university.
Here at USC, we always look for innovative technologies to bring to our students. Capsule was a natural fit. I envision the art capsule being used here in multiple ways. We can have students collaborate on projects across the world in real time. We can have faculty come in from across the globe to be able to teach and collaborate with our students. Researchers in the field be able to teach and educate. And of course, be able to bring in the Trojan family from wherever they are. USC is a global institution. We are always looking for ways to continue pushing technology to solve our problems. We know the art capsule is one of those core opportunities. In the future, the possibilities are limitless.
There is one more example of the same hologram, but that was completely for the box solution, a smaller version of it. And this particular is on a live event where the hologram take place.
University.
This is amazing. I can see you, I can hear you, and I'm currently in Los Angeles.
We're running an event called Women in Tech, and we have people beaming in from LA and New York as holograms to present here on stage at Imperial. The people appearing as holograms will be able to see the audience, take questions from the audience, and interact with them as if they were really there.
I was amazed. I couldn't expect like that level of engagement.
To have the kind of 3D effect of being able to speak to somebody, being able to interact with somebody, pretty amazing experience.
Hologram nowadays are becoming much popular, but due to means there are many technicalities involved in that, so it's taking some longer time coming into the education field. But now it's gradually coming up. Before going further, means want to showcase one of the case study. That have you seen any of the Indian case study of hologram on a very big scale in terms of any of the thing, any of the event or anything? Anywhere? Elections, correct. So actually there was a 2014 election, and I was a part of this election for the hologram team. So this can be an example. So there were almost 150 to 140 to 150 trucks, such type of trucks were there, and these were going to the election where there was an election for the campaigning purpose. These trucks were going. Mr. Modi. So this was the truck actually, where the projection system was there. A completely hologram system was kept inside this. Projectors we have used was of Christie, and the thing was like that. This was the Kamlam studio in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, from where the Mr. Modi was presenting this thing. It was directly going through the internet, because at that time the internet speed was not so good, and it was going. They have managed to go through the satellite, and it was transferring through the multiple trucks at the same time. This was the devices and the truck and the van which we have used to actually. I will just go through the next slide so you can understand this. This was his setup, the Kamlam studio, where he used to stand and present. This is completely Kamlam studio, and he was sitting over here or presenting over here, and in front of him, he was actually having this particular screen. So here you can see there are multiple camera feeds available. So nowadays we can all have the camera application like Hikvision or any of the applications which we see through means on the mobile data itself. But during that time it was very difficult to get the feed. So here you can see the multiple locations are mentioned over here. So these are the actually live trucks where the locations was going to be installed for his Prachar Abhiyan. Okay, so in front of these trucks, there was a Modi image, and to review the what the participants were, or we can say the reaction of the people, we were having this type of cars on this with the camera over here and the device like this. So we were actually, this device used to aggregate the data. So we were using the SIM cards, 8 SIM cards we were using, aggregating their bandwidth and transferring the data on the central location to this. So he can actually able to see the feeds from here. So this was the setup which we have done. And this was one of the largest hologram part we can say. And this can also be used as an education purpose also. Similar way, let's say if this concept means there is a lecture which needs to be taken over here, and someone sitting at the different place, we can use similar type of concept in terms of in education field. Coming to the robotics part in the education. So nowadays, similar type of robots are also used. We have seen in the beginning that Tammy is one of these AI-based robot. So using the robots can be useful in smart classroom applications, because they have the AI assistants inbuilt. So you can actually have your Alexa, you can actually have your Google system inbuilt. It has the speaker and microphone system inbuilt. SDKs can be added on, because the tab which you are seeing are the Android tab. So any of the applications can be set in this tab. We can do video conferencing means video calls, and because it has the camera, microphone, speakers, everything is there, and they have this radar. So let's say if any of the anything or any of the obstacle is coming, it can directly bypass and can go to its particular route. So this is the specification or the device overview. So this particular robot is a Tammy. So there are the radars over here. There are the TOF sensors also available. We have the subwoofers over here. LiDARs are available. There are tweeters and mid-range speakers. There is a 10.1 inch tablet. There are head depth cameras available. So this can also used in the facial recognition. It can also use for having the attendance of the students. It can used as a guest lecturer. If a lecturer is at somewhere and he wants to take a session over here, you just need to have this robot over here. He can actually take the complete session. So this is one of the case study of using a Tammy application or a Tabby robot in this education field. There is a global Indian international school. We are also having a tie-up over here with the global international school, so we will be seeing it in that education purpose. Currently, the Tammys are been involved in your Bangalore airport, your Kochi airport. This used as a wayfinder application. So if a person comes or a visitor comes, if he don't know where the Indigo counter is, you can directly ask Tammy to take him to the Indigo counter. Just press or you can speak. It can take you that particular counter, and in between there are multiple shops or the things which are coming, so it can advertise you. So this application can be used as a wayfinder as well. So there are multiple applications of Tammy. I will just show you that one of the application in school.
School Dubai campus, where we are creating endless opportunities for the global citizens of tomorrow. We welcome you to see our school facilities and our unique curriculum, which is a combination of latest technologies and innovative thinking, embedded in solid value systems, prepared our students to be successful in a dynamic, multifaceted global environment. Kindly follow me to be seated in the conference room. For an exciting space exploration week this Kudahal season. Are you ready to join me?
Hey robot, what is parallelogram?
The definition of the word parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are both parallel and equal in length.
Good boy!
Friends, GIIS Dubai wishes you a happy Children's Day to all students. We wish a year full of happiness and playful times, lots of fun and celebration times. Happy Children's Day to all of you. We love you.
So you think of the imagination and we can deliver using it through Tammy, because it has all these components which you require in terms of your engagement, your smart classroom applications, multiple things it can be used to do. And there is one more robot which we deal in. This is their example using a smart classroom in the smart classroom application.
I'm a speech teacher. I help people communicate. Today I'm going to use a cookie to talk about syllables. Syllables help us break words up and put them.
So this way we can have a guest speaker. So she can be sitting at any place in his home or at any place and can directly take a lecture in this particular school or any of the institute. And the beauty is that even she can control this particular complete robot sitting from there. So it's a two-way we can have this functionality. She can actually go between the rows, can ask any of the question to the particular student, and can get a VC conferencing can be done using this application. The same robot, Tammy robot, we have used at one of the library section. So this is its video.
Welcome to the library. My name is Tammy, and I will be your tour guide for today. The short shelf near the windows is our textile shelf, which contains various samples of textiles that students can use when coming up with their product designs.
Hey Tammy, can you bring me to the reserved books?
Please follow me. The reserves are on your right.
Hey Tammy, how can I book the cinema room?
Hi, I'm Samantha, an NTU librarian. How may I help you?
Hey Tammy, tell me a joke.
What is a robot's favorite type of music? Heavy metal.
So the recent example of the Tammy robot, we have used it one of the 5-star resort. So where it's not related to the education, but this is a recent one which we have done. So that's the reason I am sharing it with you all. That in that they require that if a hotel is booked or a resort is particular room is booked, so they can get a QR code on the mobile phone. A guest enters to that particular hotel. They just need to select on this particular Tammy. They just need to scan this barcode or the QR code which is available, and Tammy can guide directly to that particular room. So all the signing formalities or all these things will be done on the Tammy itself. So the reception encounter will be much lesser, and everything can be automated. So this was one of the recent example or solution which we have done for one of the 5-star resort. And the last one is the virtual reality. So now Google is also spending much more on the virtual reality part, and they actually have some of this VR thing in the education field also. So they have created one their own application and one own website where you can find it these things. So this is its video. I will just share it to you.
I'm in middle school in Eagle Grove, Iowa. Eagle Grove is not a very tall place. It's actually very flat. This is the tallest building on Main Street. It is about 50 feet tall. When I grew up, I want to be an architect and design skyscrapers. Yesterday at school, we went on a class trip, but this was not a normal trip with buses. This was something very different. The very first expedition we went on was to the Burj Khalifa.
Go ahead and grab 2 hands and put them up to your face.
It's so tall.
Okay, we're gonna go
go to the 153rd floor.
So this is the application, Google Expedition. You all can go through the website and find the VR content regarding the education. They have the different art and culture also part of it. So you can have the education, art, culture, multiple topics are available where you can find everything on the VR side. And these are the main things which are coming in the smart classroom. So the upcoming new technologies we have seen over here, the regularly which are used technologies which we have seen over here. So that was it from my side in terms of the smart classroom applications.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session.
Thank you.
I would request you to stay on stage for a small token of appreciation. Can I have Pooja Shah, our editorial assistant, to give away the token? Audience, can we have a round of applause for Mr. Kairav?